Hello everyone, my name is Mikel Angelo and welcome to my channel. As you can see, the background has changed. So I have a smaller desk now. Uh, I'm using a GoPro. I'm kind of testing out the GoPro to see how it is, so that way I can get this wider angle. So that way, like I don't have to be so close to the cam, or it doesn't look like I'm so close to the camera. Because with this new desk, I have significantly less space. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and get right into the review. So as you can see, I have a CZ pistol here. If you read the title, you know exactly what's in this box. It is a CZ 2075 Rami. I have only put 250 rounds through this gun, and honestly, this is one of the best guns I have ever shot, if not the best gun that I have ever shot. So to kind of give you a foreground on why I believe this is because I play this game at the range. It does have a handicap, I will admit. And this game is what I do is that either in double or single action, usually in single action first because that's the easier trigger pull. What I'll do is that I'll aim at an 8-inch gong. I'll fire. If I hit the gong, I take one step back. If I miss twice, I take one step forward. So that's the handicap, is the fact that I have to miss twice, take one step forward. But with this game that I play, I managed to get my best in single action out to 37 yards, which is the farthest I've ever gone with a gun, including with my full size guns. And this is arguably a subcompact pistol. So I mean, it has the magazine extension, but the once you put in the base plate, this is a larger subcompact pistol. This is about the size of a Glock 26 or the H&K P30, which I will have a video on the H&K P30 in the near future. So what do I want to talk about with this gun? Well, first off, I only have 250 rounds with this gun, and it's by far my favorite gun. The sad part is, though, is that I'm not going to own this gun for very long because I bought this gun for my best friend, and it's his birthday present. So for the past, I think, 3 or 4 years, he's talked about always wanting to own this gun, and it'll complete his CZ line because he has the Shadow, the PO1, the 75 BD, I believe, and one other CZ, a 380 CZ, I believe, either 380 or 32, a smaller caliber CZ that's not a 9. So yeah, it'll add to a CZ collection. But yeah, so the main thing I want to get out of the way here with this gun, let's see if I can get this on camera. Here, actually, I got a better idea. Is so before I purchased this gun, I didn't really know what to expect. With this 14 round magazine, within the 250 rounds, I got over 5 failure defeats. I did use the 10 round magazine once, but I was really just running the gun through its paces to see how reliable it was, and it failed miserably. If you do the math, that's one failure defeat around every 50 or so rounds. So what would happen is, I don't have any bullets with me, but what happened is that the first round was always good because the magazine was super tight. The first round would feed. The second round, sometimes the second or third round, usually the third round after the second round has been fired, when it would feed, when you would look into the chamber, the round would be sticking straight up. So with that being said, the first thing I thought was, well, maybe the magazine spring is just super loose and it's not pushing up fast enough for it's not pushing the rounds fast enough before the slide reciprocates forward. So after doing some further research, and this is what I thought initially at the range during the first 250 rounds. Initially, my initial research found out that the actual issue, where'd it go? Where'd I put it? Oh, here it is. Was actually the recoil spring, specifically the outer spring. So, according to the CZ forums and a couple of other websites, the main point of this gun that really fails is the springs. That's the weak point of this gun. So apparently the outer spring, so this spring right here, the outer spring goes out about every 600 rounds, which is rather unfortunate because I shoot my guns a lot, especially the guns that I carry, which is all of my guns. So so that's something you have to be aware of if you're looking to purchase one of these. What a lot of people do that carry this gun is that they actually have to have two sets of springs. They have their range spring and then they have their carry spring, and they just swap them out all the time. Also, the extractor spring, I believe they called it. There's there's issues with the extractor where eventually it'll just stop extracting altogether. Um, but yeah, so in order to remedy this problem before I give this to my friend, is that I bought him a brand new recoil string from Cajun Gun Works, which is currently in here, and then I also am replacing this magazine spring in case it is the magazine, because I don't know, which is still coming in the mail. So I'm gonna replace that magazine. I'm gonna put another maybe 100 rounds through it, and if it goes 100 rounds clean, then I know that was the issue. At least one of them was the issue, and then I'll give it to him. And then I'm gonna give it to him for his birthday, which is here in the beginning of April. So yeah, so that was the only major issue that I have with this gun. Outside of that, it shot fantastic. This one is the safety only model, which you cannot apply the safety when the hammer is down. The hammer has to be in the rear position, or I believe in half cock. No, you can't even put it in safety in the half cock. Sorry, that was my phone. But yeah, so it is a very, very nice gun. Yeah, and then for just to kind of give a reference, if you're curious, with the double action pull, the farthest when playing the game that I was talking about earlier, the farthest that I got with this gun with the double action pull was, I believe, 22 yards, which again, in comparison to all of my other guns, including my full-size guns, is the best I have ever shot with playing that game. And then overall, that 250 rounds, for when it wasn't jamming, I was just ringing steel the entire time. It really boosted my confidence with subcompacts. If I had to choose, I would definitely carry this gun all the time. Honestly, I might buy one for myself, but this also could be because of the all steel frame construction, or of course CZ's famous integrated or interior rail system that could have really helped mitigate that recoil. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe y'all have some answers down below. But basically, yeah, that is my 250 round impression of the CZ. And unfortunately, there's probably not going to be a 500, 750, or 1,000 round, because again, I'm going to be giving this to my friend early April. I don't know when this video is going to come out, so that might be past that point already. But yeah, so I'm definitely looking to picking up another CZ at some point, probably a PO1 or a PO7. But maybe the reason why I shot the best with this weapon is because it's the only all steel weapon that I own. Every other gun I own are polymer, so that could be it too. And with it only being, I believe, 25 ounces unloaded or something, that's the same weight as my P320 and my FNX9, but in a smaller package. So maybe I'd be considered carrying a steel gun instead for a little added weight. I believe the PO1 is only 4 ounces more than this one, so that's about 29, 30 ounces. Granted, this is all unloaded, and that doesn't seem that heavy, but I guess we'll see. Anyway, if you have any questions or concerns or comments, go ahead and leave a comment below. Of course, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one.